Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today, or in this video, I will explain or talk about what I got in the 4 semesters of TEYL. And then, okay, for the first one is the principles of the URL. There are 4 principles. First one is implicit learning, and then second one contextual learning, and third one learner-centered, and last one is meaningful learning. What is implicit learning? Implicit learning is that children learn best through subconscious exposure rather than explicit grammar rules. So the students don't need to follow the rules. It just learn naturally. For example, like when the students playing games, and then they can get new vocabulary from the games, and that is not learning naturally. Or we can use also movies, that the students can watch some movies and then get new vocabulary and so on. And then the second one is contextual learning. Its language must be embedded in clear situations using realia, pictures, and gestures, or the teacher must give sentences or real life situation to the material. For example, if we teach vocabulary, we need to give also the sentences. For example, if I teach fruit vocabulary, fruits, like once I have one apple, and then there are 3 apples, like that. So don't just give the vocab, just give the vocab, but you need to teach the sentences also. And then the third one is learner centered. It's like the student is the stars in the classroom. So the student is more it's like the student is the star. So the student is more communicative than the teacher, or more do any activities than the teacher just give the explanation, not like that. And then the next one is meaningful learning. Tasks must make complete sense to the child's world and have a clear purpose. So when we teach, we can use also something that the students know, like we can teach them with Upin Ipin, or we can using games that they know, like Roblox and so on. And then the next one is how to teach skills to young learners. Okay, for the first one is listening. And listening and reading, you as a teacher need to have 3 stages. First one is pre-listening, pre-reading, and then pre-activity, and then second one is whilst activity, and the last one is post activity. And then in listening, you need to start with physical response, like listen, and then the students must do something like exercise or fill the blank, and then the students only need to listen without any purpose. If the students have some exercise, they know what they need to listen, like that. And then the next one is speaking. In speaking, encourage production through singing, poems, and games, and then wait patiently for response and do not rush them. And then repeat and validate what children try to speak. Don't judge them directly. It make the students down like that. And the next one, in reading, same with listening, there are pre, whiles, and post activity. For example, like like that. And then in writing, teach in parallel with reading exercise. And then start with basic motor training, and then progress to labels, finishing words, and interactive phases. And the next one is how to teach receptive and productive skills. There are there are several stages to teach in. The first one, in receptive skills, it's like receptive skills including reading and also listening. And productive skills, there are what's speaking and writing. In receptive skills, it's like what the students get or taking language in. But in productive skills, putting language out, what the students can produce like that. And then okay, so in receptive skills, there are first one, pre-stage or warm up and lead in. This activates semantic knowledge, pre-teach key vocab, and explicitly teach strategies. For example, predicting what we need to listen, we need to read, or the topic. For example, we can give some related pictures or graphs about the topic. And then after that, the second one is while stage or comprehension. We can use top down or bottom up. What is top down? Okay, so top down, it's from the general to specific. For example, like the main idea. What is the main idea of the topic, or what we listen or reading? What a main idea? It's from general. And then we can teach also the specific things. For example, like what the sentence is structured. For example, like is it past tense or using future tenses, like that. It's top down. And you can also use button up. What is button up? It's kebalikannya. If the top down using from general to the specific, button up from the specifics first, like what the sentences that the authors use or so on. And then the teacher can ask about the main idea about the topic, like that. And then the third one is post stage. It's like a review and follow up about what we learn about that topic, or what you listen. And then follow up or recall information, retell the story, and connect the lesson text directly to the learner lives, like that. And then the second one is productive skills. Productive skills, it's first one, provide a model, expose learners clearly to the target gender or the text first, and then focus on form and meaning, accuracy, activities, personalize, and so on, like that. And then next is approach, methods, and techniques. Approach that I know, the first one is behaviorist. It's like language can be structured into a syllabus of manageable parts or repetition, easy good, or rewards and motivation. It's more like the teacher treats the students like a robot. So many rules, so many things that the students need to do. And then the second one is multiple intelligence. All learners have different strengths or activities should be varied, or lessons should be multimodal, or but there is no actual data, but it's very very useful to teach the students, because students have multiple intelligence, like there are natural intelligence, and then intrapersonal intelligence, interpersonal, linguistic intelligence, math intelligence. So there is no people, there is no kids that are stupid. There is no people or kids, children are stupid or slow. Every children have their own intelligence, so the teacher need to multiple intelligent, or the activity should be varied. And the next one is input. So the learners need input before output. The students need time to think, need time to process the new thing. So the teacher do not directly melanjutkan what the learning process. The students need to think first. Then the next one is humanist. Young learners are people and have their own opinions, their own feelings, their own argument, reason and emotions. So as a teacher, we need to listen what the students want, what the students need. It's a kebalikan from behaviorist, so it's more humanist like that, and we have to respect it, ya kan? And then the last one is constructed. Learners need to be challenged and construct their own understandings of language and meaning. It's like Mr. Teddy, lah. Okay, and then the strategy that we can use to teach young learner, we can using CLT, like communicative language teaching or learning. And then we can also using CLIL, like context language integrated learning. And then we can use PPP, GTM, TPR. TPR is total physical response. And lead to audiolingual. It's like in military, they only listen and repeat, and then they can get new language from them. And then and the technique that we can use to teaching young learner, we can using role playing to teach speaking, and then using sing a song to teach reading or listening. And then we can also using group discussion to encourage students to talk, to speak, and so on. And then the next one, how to teach learner using songs. The value makes natural chunks of language memorable and draw children into lesson via rhythm. And the execution, use catchy melodies and integrate heavily with physical TPR actions. Example: head, shoulders, knees and foot, head, like that. It is very very fun, And then when you and then the next one is how to teach students using games. The value provides a non-threatening environment. Merging play and learning realizes full natural potential. The execution ensure every game has a linguistic target. For example, bingo for spelling, letter recognition, or vocabulary recall. And the next one is using stories. Expose children to rich narrative patterns and allows repetitive vocabulary practice. Choose stories with clear characters and problem solutions loops and predictable dialogue structures. Okay, so that's all for me. I'm so sorry if there are so many mistakes, and I know what I get, but I don't know how to explain it. So that's all from me, miss. I'm so sorry for this semester. There are so many mistakes from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.